Well, also affecting so many Americans buying a new home. It's already a stressful and expensive process. And now yet another blow to home buyers in an already competitive market. Another fee will be added to your new mortgage, but only if you have a high credit score, believe it or not. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac catching a lot of heat online this week. The government-backed agencies adjusting upfront fees known as loan level price adjustments, impacting people seeking a conventional loan with a credit score of at least 680. So this change impacting the average borrower about 1% more on their mortgage. For example, a $400,000 home loan spread over 30 years means about $40 extra a month. This fee not meant to punish people with good credit, but rather intended to close the gap and give more lower income borrowers an easier path to home ownership. But is subsidizing risky borrowers a risky business? Let's bring in Jason Greer, a national labor and diversity expert. Jason, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thank you.
Make this make sense, Jason. Why would people with higher credit scores ever have to pay a higher fee when it comes to a loan?
You're asking me to do the impossible because I can't make sense of this. Understand this. I'm going to applaud the Biden administration because they want to tackle one of the greatest evils known to America, which is systemic racism. And we're looking at the generational wealth gap. We're looking at the racial wealth gap. And the idea is let's go ahead and allow people who with riskier credit, with lower credit, many of whom happen to be people of color, to have an opportunity to actually get home loans. The challenge that I have with this is let a bank do something stupid. The bank basically bounces. The first thing the federal government does is they pour in billions of dollars in order to make sure that the banks are taken care of. On the other side of this, as opposed to tackling systemic racism and these issues and putting in money for new policies, what they're doing is they're offloading this on people with good credit, many of whom happen to be white, with the idea that in some form or fashion, you're going to be able to tackle this issue. But if I'm a person with great credit, I happen to be white, am I really going to sit around saying, hey, this is a great thing, I'm doing wonderful things for America? No, I'm going to hate the fact that now I'm being taxed with $60 to $120 extra on something that I didn't do myself. It makes no sense.
Absolutely. I think anybody, black, white, or other, if they have good credit and they're paying more, it's difficult to say, okay, well, that's fine. Take more of my money. But it is important,
Absolutely.
Jason, to focus on what you did mention there. On its face,
Yes.
we do acknowledge it seems unfair, but it is part of this broader attempt to make home ownership more attainable for more Americans. And that is something which has absolutely not always been the case here in America.
Completely agree with you because, again, I come back to the issue of systemic racism, and let's just get away from systemic and just call it racism for what it is. It's an issue that we here in America have been dealing with for centuries. I think what it really comes down to, though, is that we need to take a critical view of what we're going to do from a legislative standpoint, but also what we're going to do in terms of if we do know that African Americans, Hispanics, and other people of color have historically struggled in terms of getting home loans, make it easier for them to get home loans. Because now what we're talking about doing is we're creating suburban areas that are more diverse, which means that our kids are going to grow up in areas that are more diverse with a better sense of embracing people who don't look like them. It makes sense, but it only makes sense if you're not unfairly burdening people at the expense of other people. It just doesn't,
Right.
I struggle with this.
Right.
I understand where they're coming from theoretically.
And people do hear racism, and sometimes I think, hackles go up and people immediately get defensive. But,
Yes.
just Google redlining, it's really a thing, and it was written
It's
into so many of our federal laws. But Jason, bottom line, are these positive changes? And I know that's a really loaded question.
Sure. Theoretically, they're very positive changes, but practically, I'm not so sure. Because one of the things that happens is when we make these policies in these echo chambers, and we assume that if we do it, it's going to make sense and it's going to have this, positive, productive impact. But I'm going to tell you, and I'm dating myself here, I remember being at Valparaiso University in 1992 and walking around campus, and before anyone even asked me my name, generally speaking, white people, first thing they would ask me is, what did you get on your SAT or your ACT? Because they're trying to qualify whether or not I actually belonged at that school. Same thing here is if you're creating these programs for people who really need help, and you're doing it at the expense of other people, you are actually potentially psychologically damaging them. And if we know anything about suburbia, suburban people love to talk. So what happens when these folks move into these neighborhoods and they're excited about being first-time homeowners, and now they are basically considered to be quotas? I just don't think it works.
Yeah, we certainly, this could certainly end up, creating very toxic environments potentially, but maybe it would also do a lot of good. I guess we will have
Fingers
to wait
crossed.
and see. All right, Jason Greer, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.